2024 might not have been Netflix's strongest year, but there were still some standout movies worth your time. We're gonna run through those real quick as we take a look at our year-end top 7 Netflix movies of 2024. Let's check out number 7.
You enjoying your pie?
All pie is good pie.
This is good.
Number 7, Hitman. This is about a college professor who also works undercover as a fake hitman for the police, but one day he finds himself falling in love with a woman caught in a sting operation. Hitman comes from Richard Linklater, the director known for movies such as Boyhood and Dazed and Confused. Hitman is a crime comedy, and like a lot of movies on Netflix this year, is a good, if not great, film. Glenn Powell gives a solid performance, adopting numerous different personalities, and overall Hitman is another solid, charming movie from Linklater, although certainly not his best.
Jane, hey, this is your father. Before you hang up, I'm in town. I've been arrested. Hello? You sure y'all paying y'all's bills? Because this phone don't work.
Number 6, Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. This is part 4 of the Beverly Hills Cop franchise, and once again follows Axel Foley, who's back in Beverly Hills, teaming up with old friends and new allies in order to tackle a new case. Eddie Murphy returns as the wisecracking detective, and Axel F delivers a hefty dose of nostalgia for fans of the original movies. It's a type of movie you don't see much of anymore, the buddy cop action comedy, a genre that thrived in the 80s and 90s but has become more rare in recent years. I actually ended up liking it more than I thought I would. It's a fun action-packed ride that hits all the right notes, and it goes to show that some characters and genres never get old.
Make no mistake, if we don't get the tone right, the story won't be him. It'll be us.
Your Royal Highness.
Number 5, Scoop. This is the true behind-the-scenes story of how the BBC's Newsnight secured the explosive 2019 interview with Prince Andrew, where he addressed his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Scoop is a behind-the-scenes journalist drama movie, a style of film that's grown in popularity thanks to movies like Spotlight and The Post, but while Scoop is a pretty solid addition to the genre, it doesn't quite reach the heights of its predecessors. But if you enjoy fact-based dramas, Scoop is still worth watching. Gillian Anderson is great, the script is quite tense, and the real-world relevance makes it all pretty fascinating.
Where is Monji?
You want the kid. I want your services.
Number 4, The Shadow Strays. This is an Indonesian action thriller that follows an assassin who embarks on a perilous journey to protect a young boy from a ruthless crime syndicate. The Shadow Strays was directed by Timo Tjahjanto, the director most known for the action film The Night Comes For Us. The Shadow Strays is another relentless, over-the-top action movie with some spectacularly choreographed fight sequences. The director's signature ultra-violence is here in spades as well, so it's certainly not going to be a film for everyone, but if you like intense, gritty action movies, then you will find The Shadow Strays well worth checking out.
You enter this town again, so go another route.
Number 3, Rebel Ridge. This action thriller follows a former Marine who is abducted by corrupt cops, setting off a relentless quest for justice and revenge. Rebel Ridge is not a remake of Rambo First Blood, but it might as well be for all the similarities the two movies share. Just like Rambo, Rebel Ridge is a revenge thriller that starts off with an excellent tense opening. The middle act is the weakest as it attempts to explain everything, but ends up dragging on a bit too long, but the third act really lets loose and gives us what we want to see, some awesome action. Rebel Ridge was definitely one of the most fun Netflix movies I watched in 2024, and I consider it a must-see for action fans.
It's trippy, huh?
See that? That's my body.
This game is kind of hot.
Number 2, it's What's Inside. The story follows a man who brings a mysterious device to a wedding party, causing everyone connected to it to swap bodies. But what starts as a thrill for some quickly turns into a nightmare for others. It's What's Inside is a clever, visually striking film that uses bold, contrasting color palettes to deliver an entertaining experience from start to finish. The thrill comes from guessing who's in whose body as the partygoers live out their fantasies, often with disastrous consequences. It's the kind of movie that you have to pay attention to or you could get lost, but it's definitely one of the best and weirdest movies to release on Netflix in the past year. Number 1, Society of the Snow. Based on the true story of the 1972 plane crash, Society of the Snow follows a rugby team's brutal fight for survival in the freezing Andes Mountains. Releasing all the way back on January 4th, Society of the Snow is the only Netflix film in 2024 that I would call really good, bordering on a masterpiece. The visually stunning survival film captures the stark, unforgiving beauty of the Andes in a gut-wrenching story that doesn't shy away from the harsh realities of survival. But it's more than just a story of survival, it's a deeply moving film about the camaraderie, sacrifice, and unbreakable bonds made in the face of adversity. Society of the Snow is one of Netflix's most powerful films of the year and my favorite in 2024. That is my list for 2024. What were some of your favorite Netflix movies in 2024? Let me know in the comments below. Once again, thank you so much, everyone. I will see you again soon.